To a new walk and talk here in the forest. I'm actually currently walking on a path I haven't walked before, so I'm very curious where we actually end up. It really feels like the last day of summer. I mean, when you're gonna see that in October, it will be already fall, and we already had a few days with tons of rain, and next week it will be raining even more. But today it's like 25 degrees and it's the weekend, and I thought this is the perfect time to take you with me on a walk and talk a bit about my third 12-week year. So next week I will start my third 12-week year, which I feel very happy about that we're finally getting started with that. I really wanted to do it earlier, but I mean, in the summertime, you're just here to enjoy life and soaking up all the sun that you can get. But now that fall is around the corner, I feel like it's really time to continue on my journey, trying to finish all the goals that I still have for 2024. I'm really on a good way on all of them, and yeah, I think this is gonna be a really great season for me. While on my second 12-week year, I mostly focus just on stopping overeating. This one will be a bit more broader. I have several goals that I want to finish, and so I think it's good to have a bit more habits that help me on that for the next weeks. So let's talk about the habits I'm gonna work on. Some of the daily habits will be to light a candle at meal times, to kind of like practicing having a mindful eating experience and just to kind of like getting a bit better in that. And I also will drink a few drops of something that's called Bitterstern, just kind of like a liquid with herbs, and it tastes very bitter, and it shall help you to kind of like have a better digestion. And if you take it before your meal, you feel a bit fuller faster, and if you take it after your meal, it really helps you to digest a little bit better. And yeah, I'm just gonna try it out and see if that helps me or not. Then I have plans on extending my evening routine or my bedtime routine with like just writing down one thing I'm grateful for, especially in this season where we do giving thanks to nature. I feel like that's a very great time to feel a bit more grateful for the things we have. Then I did something that was quite spontaneous. I signed up for an Italian language course because I would like to travel to Italy next year, and I have it like a class once a week, but I really would like to try to study a bit every day, and so I set myself a daily habit of practicing Italian for 1 minute every day. These again are kind of like very small habits, mini habits, tiny habits that really help you to start small, that you can even do them on a really bad day, and you can always do more. Like for Italian, for example, I found this podcast called Coffee Break Italian. It's just perfect. You can listen 1 minute or just review a few of the words for 1 minute, and I'm done for the day. But obviously, most of the days you will do a bit more than that. And it really helps you to get into a habit without needing a lot of willpower. Okay, let's keep going, and then I will tell you a bit more about the weekly habits.
Gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing. Faces merchant change, but your face remains the same. The swallows will be here by dawn. When we're finally sober, they'll be gone.
it's just beautiful here. I have to say it can be a bit wet at some places because it rained quite a lot the past days, so yeah. But it's really fun to walk these trails, especially somewhere over there. Maybe, I don't know if you can see somebody there. There's the main trail, so it's not far away if I lose orientation here, so yeah, it will be fine. But now let's talk about weekly habits. First of that is something I just want to continue with, like learning and practicing to regulate my nervous system, because that really helps me to not overeat. And I mean, because now it's the season where we cozy up with a blanket and a book on the couch, I want to continue that and want to read for 50 minutes when I come home, just to have kind of like a little bit downtime before I'm doing anything else. And then in addition, I have a goal of eating 5 portions of fruit and veggies and then 2 portions of fish and legumes weekly. And that's something I have not done in the past. I have worked on the fruits and veggie part, but now I thought like now it's time to work on fish and legumes. And my habit for this season is to just plan for it. Like when I do meal planning, I do grocery shopping twice a week, that I plan for either fish or legumes in any kind of like dish, and that probably will help me to reach that goal. And the other weekly habits, one of them is to track my expenses, because I want to work on my finance goal. And I've tried different apps and everything, but I see I'm just a paper girl, so I will kind of like going back to that and just have like a budget planner and writing it down once a week, as long as I use mostly my card or keep my receipts. If I use cash, I should be able to kind of like get back into a rhythm where I track my expenses on a regular basis. And then I can make new goals for next year when it comes to my finances. But I think first I have to get like the basics, and then we kind of can put on that. Then I want to continue on like my decluttering and keeping the house tidy. I will work on kind of something called the home blessing. It's actually a thing that I found on the Fly Lady once, and it's just the idea of doing very short bursts of working on certain things in your house. So we're gonna work on just doing like 30 minutes of tidying and cleaning every Saturday or Sunday, at least every weekend. And I don't need to do so much more than that. I have a small flat. I don't need like a lot of deep cleaning every day. Yeah, it's just not necessary.
A significant life, just what it was needed.
I already accomplished my exercise goal for this year, but obviously I want to keep on doing that, and that means moving my body for 300 minutes a week. And so I said, especially now when it comes to fall and winter, this is way more difficult because it's getting dark very early, it starts to rain, so I have troubles like motivating myself when it's dark, and when it's raining I can't walk, for example, from work, so that's also kind of like a problem. And I think having it like as a weekly reminder to work on that will really help me to keep my body moving, even if I just want to stay on the couch. And the very last weekly habit will be working on Balance 365. I joined their coaching program a few weeks ago, and they have like a course about de-dieting, I think it's called. I want to do that. I've also been on a coaching call, but I will talk about that probably in 2 videos later, something like that. But I really would like to listen to a few coaching calls per week, probably going to one coaching call once a month and getting coached, connecting with the people in the Facebook group, and just like making progress in that coaching program. I think that's kind of like enough for that season. When it comes to the word of the season, that is harvest, which I think works obviously very well with fall. And it was also a bit like, I feel like I planted some seeds in the first 2 12-week years. I don't have to make big changes to my nutrition anymore because I feel like it's going really well. I just have to kind of keep on doing what I'm doing and then hoping that the weight will come off at one point. And yeah, I think that's why this word will work really well to this season, and I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, I think I'm almost at my destination. Thank you so much for joining me, and also I'm really looking forward to showing you how I'm doing my third 12-week year and how I'm making progress on certain things. And I haven't talked so much about like goals for this 12-week year because I make all these habits based on my yearly goals. So I maybe have a goal of like, I would like to lose like 2 to 3 kilograms or 2 to 3% of body fat. I also want to do more of the tone it up workouts, especially when it's getting dark out there. But I don't have like crazy goals for this 12-week year because I want to finish my yearly ones. And that is already enough. And yeah, thank you for joining me here. I hope you loved it walking with me here through the forest. And I see you very soon again for probably week 1 to 4 and how that went. Have a wonderful Sunday. See you very soon. Bye bye.